Hi, this is Brent with Production Expert, and I've got the latest news on Universal Audio's Luna version 1.2. So the key updates here are the sidechain input, and we also have Mackie Control Universal Protocol support now in version 1.2. So let's start off with this new Sidechain Utility. The new Sidechain Utility feature allows assignment of a persistent sidechain input on individual tracks and also on buses. I'm using it here on this keys track, and I'm basically using the keys track to be triggered by the sidechain input of the drums. So all you have to do to set this up here is just assign a sidechain input, and you do that very easily by applying the sidechain source here. If I click on the material, I can just click my drums, and now it's listening to the audio from the drum track up here. Then I have a couple of controls such as trim, and essentially the trim allows for alteration of the source material for each track and bus. And we also have sidechain solo, so we can hear the focus of the source. So once you've activated your sidechain source, all you have to do is turn on the actual function here, and let's have a listen to how this sounds. Now if we use the sidechain solo, this allows us for temporary focus of the source. And that's really useful for seeing how much you need to trim the source material by. In the sidechain console row, we can insert any capable AU units. So I've got the API Vision console here, or I can use an insert here, and I've got the FabFilter Pro C2, and that is what I'm using to control the actual reduction here. I could use either, as you can see in the inserts and in the console view. And lastly, we also have these left and right link channels for our stereo, and also have some phase and some delay compensation. And the next biggest addition is actually in the settings panel. So if we come out of this session and head into settings, we have this new controllers tab within settings, and this is where we can assign our Mackie HUI control devices. I don't actually have a control surface, but I do have a USB controller, which is set up here, and it was as simple as selecting the input device, the output device, and now I can use this in my session to control the faders. And we also have this focus module on the side here. By using the focus module at the end here, we can use single fader controllers such as the PreSonus fader port, and this means that it's always going to follow Luna's focus channel based on the track selection you're on. So this means your control surface and monitor will always link up and make scrolling redundant. Any Mackie control surface can be used to change the volume, pan, toggle, mute, solo, and input monitor for each individual track in your session. You can also use it to do typical automations such as cycling between latch, read, or touch. And lastly, you can also use it to take control of the transport controls up here. So I hope that you found that useful. There's more info in the accompanying blog on the Production Expert site where we go more in depth, and I shall see you in the next video.